Hello, my name is Cody Matteri and I'm here to inform you on how to purchase a used car. The past summer, my parents were discussing on how to wanted a different car because they needed a reliable one to see me and my brother in Kansas and Missouri. So about a week went by and we're coming home from a good friend of ours in Bentonville, and the topic came up again. Now this time I didn't want it to just end there. I wanted to actually find a car for them. So I looked up on my lucky iPhone Auto Trader to purchase or even see where there was a car. So I asked them, do you want it used or a new car? Now they immediately said used. So they followed the next steps to purchase their car. So the first one is how to find out how much they can afford, also to find out what the right vehicle is for them, to communicate with the seller, and also to get the history report. Also they needed to conduct a walkthrough, arrange the test drive, and finally negotiate the price for the vehicle. So like I said, the first step was to find out how much you can spend. Now, with how much you can spend, you need to do your homework. Like I said, do your homework means to figure out how much you're going to spend. Now, once you've placed how much you can spend, do not go over that amount. That consists of taxes, titles, registration, insurance, and that's only about 10% of how much that's going to be. So once you've figured out how much you can afford, you need to research some financial options if that's a choice for you. So next, you need to determine what kind of vehicle you're looking for. Now as you're looking for that vehicle, first you need to make a list of how much it's going to be. Now that can be part of what you need. So making a list of what you need can be, so say you have a baby, you need to find a car that's got room to put that baby seat in. Also, you can make a list of what you admire about a vehicle, like XM radio, for example. As you are looking for a car, you can use newspapers. Like I said, I used Auto Trader online as a possibility you could use. Also, you can just drive around and find for sale signs. That's a possibility too. So once you've located the car, now it's time to communicate and talk with the seller. So once you've figured it out, you need to communicate with the seller and get the history report. Now, as you're communicating with the seller, you need to find out what the past owners, who they were, maintenance, what the car went through, and why it's even being sold is a possibility too. Like I said, the history report is going to consist of major problems that occurred with the vehicle during the time of the seller's time of using it. So always kind of glance through that, look, and also you need to communicate. Like I said, communicate. So once you're pleased and you've looked, now it's time to conduct the walkthrough. So once you've conducted the walkthrough, there's some warning signs as you're walking through, like wears on the tires, for example. Also flooding, looking around the car if there's been algae or just some nasty stuff underneath the car. Is always something to look forward to. And lastly, look for signs of driver abuse. So like I said, make the walkthrough is always important. So once you've made the walkthrough, it looks good, it's time to drive. So once you've made the walkthrough, it's time to drive. So once you've arranged the test drive, it's time to drive. So like I said, when you're driving, look for how the engine sounds. If it's good, good. So also check for brakes. If the brakes are good, or they're scratchy, or if they completely stop, you're good. Excuse me. So once you've made the test drive, finally, it's up to the last step. Negotiate the price. Once you've negotiated the price, you got two options. One, you've got the private owner, or two, you've got the dealer price, which the dealer price is always going to be higher. But the plus about it is they've got warranty and some repair plans, which is always important. Now, like I said, it's going to be higher, so you need to haggle with them, figure out what your price is, what you're going to stay with. Now, with the private owners, usually it's lower, but there's no warranty with it. So probably I would stick with the price and go from there. So once you've figured out if it's a private or dealer, you need to figure out what you're going to use to purchase a car. Now, cash talks. Money, like I said, money talks. So if you got money, throw it down. Throw it down. Throw the money down. So once you've made the money, there's also another option you can do: bank or credit unions. Usually they're lower interest rates, so that's an option too. And finally, you get the dealer, which it's straight. You're right there. You can finish it up, and so that'd be good to go with that. But it's usually higher interest rates for those. So in conclusion, like I said, here there's very important steps to follow through as you're purchasing a used car. One, you need to find out how much you can afford. Two, you need to look at what are you looking for in a used car. Next, you need to look at communicating with the seller once you've figured out where you're going to go. Get the history report, conduct a walkthrough, and the last two, arrange the test drive, and finally negotiate the price. So by following these steps, I wish you good luck and good driving for your next purchase on your used car. Thank you very much.